Okay. Good morning, and a pleasant welcome to yet another edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dial 107.5. We're also coming to you Val Support FM 95.5, and also via Spoon TV Live and via our YouTube channel and Support TV Live as well. This beautiful Thursday morning. And of course, today is the 8th day of the month of June. And of course, we are midway in the year 2023. We just have a few more months to the legislative and presidential elections come October 10 of this year. So, welcome. And for those of you who have, made resolutions to achieve at the end of this year, because usually, before the start of the new year, there are a lot of folks who go to various churches, various mosques, and make resolution and pray to God that they achieve those resolutions. But some of them kind of tend to procrastinate, thinking that they still have time in their favor, or that the year is still it's still early to start working towards your ambition or a specific goal that you have set up to achieve within the year. But it's often said that time procrastinated can never be gained. So if you procrastinate a precious time, that time can never be regained. So if you have set up a resolution or resolutions, to achieve at the end of this year, we are now in the middle of the year. June is the 6th month of the year. So we've got 6 more months to go. So if you've been delaying, it's now time that you get up, shake up, and wake up and set out on your journey, on a new journey, to start, working towards your goals in order for them to be achieved. It's never too late. It's never too late. So it's just a matter of making that decision, making that determination, to achieve the goal, and definitely that goal of yours is going to be achieved. But folks, wherever you are and whatever you are doing, we like to say good morning and a pleasant welcome to yet another edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, Spoon FM 107.5, Super 99.5, Spoon TV Live, and Super TV Live as well. My name is Yekezi Zobel. I'm here with my colleague Aaron Talu, and together we're going to have a wonderful time here with you this morning. But let's try to recognize a few of our Spoon TV Live viewers. Okay, so Dres Zoga says, okay. He stopped saying Emmanuel for some time now. Okay, yeah, that's true. And Swahita Kalando, I don't know whether I got the pronunciation of the first name right, but Carol Kalando says first in class this morning. But welcome to the show, and it's good to have you first on the show this morning. Testimony Ebony Doga says, a long time. You can see, oh yes, that's good. That's true. And it's good to see you as well, Ebony. Emmanuel SD Johnson says, good morning to the Spawn TV family. Sam Pupo says, good morning, Spoon FM. Watching live from going. Okay. It's good having you from that part of Liberia. And DD says, good morning, brother. Luis Yankwe Minleyan Sua says, watching from North Carolina. Welcome to the show, Luis Yankwe Minleyan Sua. Glorial Buayu. Passawi says she's watching. Thanks for following Samuel and Yema. Okay, Samuel, it's been a while. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Okay, so Darlington, okay, Richardson P says I'm watching, monitoring you from New Jersey. Hope you're having a wonderful time there. Samuel A. Carter is also following. Ebenezer Buaka Kamara is also following. And of course, Sam Kamara says he's following as well from Australia. Okay, so folks, we have to go. All right. Let's now welcome on the show Aaron. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, you guys, and good morning to our followers. And I love the energy that you start the show with.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we do every morning. So,
Yes.
We need to be, we are passionate.
Mhm.
We are passionate about what we do. But how was your night?
It was wonderful. It's good to be here this morning.
Okay, and we like to apologize to our many listeners, our many viewers out there about coming in late. We had some technical problems this morning, but thanks to our technical department, that was sorted out in as soon as possible time, that enabled us to be back here on the show. So it's better late than never. So this morning, as usual, we bring to you the day up segment of the show, and the day up segment comprises the weather forecast, the exchange rates from the Central Bank of Liberia, the flight schedules at the Rabat International Airport, traffic update, plus a lot more coming up very, very shortly. And that will be followed by the scoop segment. And on the scoop segment, that's when we bring you all of the major training happenings in the country, including the entertainment news, sports, and all of that coming up right here. We also cut across Liberia to speak to our various correspondents on the scoop segment of the show right here this morning. We're expecting the Secretary General of the Liberian National Bar Association this morning as our guest at 9 o'clock. And we will be talking about the bar's role in, maintaining the peace as we head towards the 2023 October elections. So we will be speaking to the Secretary General of the Bar Association of Liberia. The bar is very essential when it comes to upholding democracy and ensuring fairness of the electoral process. So it's important that we hear from them what is their own involvement in making sure that we all together maintain the peace of the country. And it's going to be an interactive conversation where later on we open the line so that you, our listeners and our viewers, can call in and tell us exactly what you make or what you will make about some of the things that the Secretary General of the Bar Association will be talking about right here on the show. So again, I'm Yekazi. Aaron Talo is here as well. So let's take this break to be back. But for those of you watching us live on Spoon TV and Super TV as well, you can keep on commenting also via YouTube. There are folks watching via YouTube as well. So keep on commenting, and we hope to pin all of your comments right on the screen. But let's take this quick break to be back with the day up segment of the show. Okay, welcome back. This is the Today Show on your favorite dial 107.5. I'm Yekezi Zobel. Aaron Talo is here this morning as well. So let's go straight into it this morning. Let's bring you the day up segment very, very quickly this morning. And let's begin with the weather forecast. And the weather forecast is from weatheratlas.com. And according to weatheratlas.com, today, rainy weather and scattered thunderstorms are forecasted. And of course, the weather forecasts have recent, have all been true. Rainy weather for the past days now have been forecasted by weatheratlas.com. And of course, we've been having a rainy, very, very rainy weather in Monrovia. So yeah, but it's the weather forecast is saying today is forecasting rainy weather today and scatter thunderstorms. And it says the chance of precipitation is high. However, the rainfall will be light. And the highest temperature will be a warm 29 degrees Celsius or 84.2 degree Fahrenheit, while the lowest predicted temperature will be a moderately hot 25 degrees Celsius and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And of course, today the sun rose at 6:27 in Liberia, in Monrovia particularly, and the sun will be setting at 6:56 later on this evening, and the daylight will last for 12 hours and 29 minutes, making us to have longer days and shorter night. Yeah, so we are now having longer days and shorter night. Aaron Talu, what do you have there?
I have the Central Bank of Liberia exchange rate as of yesterday, the 7th of June 2023, and the buying rate is 170 and the selling rate is 172. So meaning if you have dollar USD and convert that to Liberian dollar, it will give you 170 Liberian dollars. And if you take that same dollar USD and sell it as a money exchanger, it will give you 175 Liberian dollars. So if you changing 5 US dollar to Liberian dollar, it will give you 850 Liberian dollars.
850 Liberian dollars.
Yes.
Yeah, that's according to the Central Bank of Liberia's website.
Yes, but if you go out there, people who doing money exchange, the rate is quite different.
Yeah,
so,
it's
some
quite
places
different
you see
out there.
the 180, some
180.
places 175, some places
Yeah, I think
179.
the highest rate I've seen is 179.
Yes.
Yeah.
This morning I saw 180.
180.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Before the Christmas, for a lot of folks out there are predicting that before the Christmas,
No, for me,
the
I'm
rate
saying
the rate
before
will drastically climb up to 200.
before July 26th.
The July 20th are
Yes,
calling Christmas, man.
before the 26th,
July
the
20th
rate,
are calling Christmas.
for me, I foresee the rate going to 90 or 100. Because
Okay.
too many people would demand the US dollar to go and purchase goods,
Of
and
course.
the value of Liberian dollar would drop drastically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and when we're in the campaign era, no, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
The rate,
And what
the
happens
rate will be so high.
What happens is whenever the rate go up, the common man suffer.
Yeah, the
because
common man suffer.
Team price will actually increase.
Of course,
and
of course.
you will not have the money to purchase.
The Liberian dollars become valueless.
Yes.
Things that you used to buy in Liberian dollars, maybe for let's say 700 before, due to the increase in the rate. I mean, you're going to buy it for more money, more Liberian dollars. So it makes the Liberian dollars valueless. And the common man is the one who, really, really suffered the pinch of that. Yeah, but folks, that's it. That's the rates from the central bank.
So like yesterday, I asked for the 25 kg rice. When the rate was 169, 168, 25 kg rice would be sold for 1,950. But for yesterday, 25 kg now is now 3,250.
Wow.
25 kg, 3,250.
Yeah,
so
3,000.
whenever the rate increase and tin prices will increase and people will actually suffer.
Yeah, 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 and I hope the government can do something about that. But guess what? The government is going to focus on
Yeah, re-election,
re-election.
mhm.
That's the main focus of the government right now. So if care is not taken, you know, I mean, it's going to be bad for Liberians because the rates will continue to increase and increase and increase drastically. Especially, my fear is during the campaign era. You know, the rate is if Kia is not taking this, the rate it will definitely surpass 200. It will go beyond 200 if the necessary measures or mechanisms are not put into place in the soonest possible time. But let's now move over to the Roberts International Airport, right? To bring
Yes.
you the flat schedule from there for today. And we get our flat schedule from airportinfo.live. So according to airportinfo.live today, for the arrivals, I'm not seeing any arrival at the Roberts International Airport, according to airportinfo.live. So let's see. Okay, so there's no departure as well, according to airportinfo.live. And airportinfo.live is where we usually bring you our flight schedule from. So I don't know whether their page wasn't updated or whether it is an indication that there's no flight that is arrivals and departures at the Roberts International Airport today. Yeah, but that's it. But for those of you, heading towards the RIA highway using that route, I will always urge you, I will always admonish you to be careful while you drive through the road. We all know the history of that road. Number one, the road is narrowed. Number two, the road is under construction. Number three, due to the construction works along the road, ditches have been created all along the road, making it even riskier for vehicles. I mean, there's no way to like park on the roadside. For example, if you see a speeding vehicle coming from the opposite lane towards you, or this driver is driving recklessly, and you want to avoid him, there is no way at some point of the road for you to park side the road, to allow that reckless and speeding driver to pass. Why? Because the road is narrowed, and if you happens to branch in or go on the side of the road, the next thing is that you will go into the ditch.
And I will also tell you the road is dark.
It's dark,
very
yeah.
dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
It's narrow. It's under construction, and the road is also dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yes.
It's very, very dark. Very, very dark. So you want to be careful as you drive through that route. But I'm seeing some little bit of progress now.
Okay.
At certain parts of the road. Especially the ERW, and I'm seeing a little bit of progress. Though, in my view, that the entire work
It's slow.
it's too slow. It's delayed.
Could we say overdue?
Yeah, I don't want to say overdue because
Okay.
I don't know, the whether there was a time frame June to for the construction, or there was a specific period given for the construction. But I just feel the process is very slow. It has it's delaying. It's delaying, and that's a major route.
And it will be more slower because we are in the rainy season now, and whenever rain falling, people will not do construction
That's
work.
true.
Yes,
That's true. That's true. So even right now at the ELW junction, they started the road construction process, but it is going slow.
Yeah, come to a standstill.
Yeah, it's come almost to a stand. I don't know, because I saw the guys like doing a little bit of work there
Okay.
yesterday. Yeah, but I think what's delaying them now is the heavy rainfall. We've had rainy days
Mm-hmm.
for
More
the past
often.
year, for the past 3, 4, 5 days now. So I mean, it's going to be like you said, the construction is going to be slower compared to before because of the rainy season. But folks, let's move away from that now. Uh, to bring you
The transport
the
fare.
transportation fares
Yes.
to major localities in Monrovia, Liberia.
Yeah. So let's start off with
Not Monrovia, Liberia, but in Liberia at large.
yes. So let's start off with the price of gasoline this morning. A gallon of gasoline this morning is sold for 710. Liberian dollars. Seven
Okay.
hundred and ten Liberian dollars. At local filling station, at the bigger filling stations is in US dollar.
Mm,
Some places is $5, some places is $7, some places is $6. It's not stable,
mm.
but at local filling station is 710 Liberian dollar. And for transportation fare
And
from
you said at
and the bigger filling
the
station, like the
biggest, yeah,
Total, the other one,
yeah.
is in US dollar, but the local filling station is 710 Liberian dollars.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's $5
Yeah, five
at
US dollar at the bigger
the
filling
biggest
station.
filling
Yeah,
stations,
and
and
the
the
local,
camp boys are selling it
yeah, those who have
seven.
their gas station along the roadside,
Ah,
they are selling it for 710 Liberian dollars.
okay.
And for transportation fare from Dubai Junction to Central Town this morning is 250 Liberian dollars. From ELWA Junction to Central Town is 200 Liberian dollars. And from Dubai Junction to 540 is 100.
That is in taxi cab.
Yeah, in taxi cab to 540 is 100 Liberian dollars. And also from Dubai Junction to Old Road is 150 Liberian dollars. Now, if you are going out of town this morning from Pakopin Junction to Kakata this morning on the taxi is 300 Liberian dollars. From Pakopin Junction this morning, so Banga is 1,000 Liberian dollar on the taxi and 600 Liberian dollar on the box. If you're going Ganda this morning on the taxi, 1,500 Liberian dollar on the taxi and 800 Liberian dollar on the bus as well. If you are going Saclapia this morning, where the road in time to come will soon be dedicated.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
will soon be dedicated.
Yeah.
It's 1,700 Liberian dollars
From
from
that is from
Pakopin
Painesville.
Junction. Yes.
Yeah, from Pagapi Junction to Saclapé.
Yes. On a taxi,
Okay.
it's $1,700. And if you are riding with a bus, you will pay 800 Liberian dollars. And from Mozzarella also from Pakopin Junction to San Nicole is 1,500 on a taxi, and on a bus you also pay 1,000 Liberian dollars. And this morning if you are going Tapeta as well, from Pakopin Junction to Tapeta is 30,000 Liberian dollar on the box as well. Because nowadays it's very difficult to see taxi cab going Tapeta because of the condition of the
Yeah,
road.
the bad road conditions. But the good thing is that the road is under construction.
Yes, so in a sooner possible time, I'm sure that situation will come to an end. And if you are going Lofa Kande this morning from Pakopin Junction to Vanjama, is 7,000 Liberian dollars, and if you are going Zozo, is 5,500 Liberian dollars. So with that, we conclude from the transportation aspect.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. But remember now, there are negotiations. So sometimes some drivers will, hack their fares,
Of course.
and some based on negotiation, they're going to lower it. So you could just be that lucky person who could maybe drive from central Monrovia or from Painesville, like Pakopin Junction or the Omega Market, to Nimba County, maybe for 1,000 a taxi cab, of course.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to do so, meaning you guys will be squeezed up in a taxi when you get down. I mean, it'll be difficult for you to walk. But if you want to pay $1,000, I mean, the driver will have no option. But the only thing is, you'll be full at the back.
No, but it's full at the back. Even if you pay the 1,003, the full a month,
No, since the COVID-19, people started taking TD at the back, and
No,
it still remain constant.
that's not happening at
Oh, wait.
at those longer distances. It's
Okay.
not happening.
Okay.
Along the highway,
Mm,
taxis, commercial taxi cabs that are along the highway.
mm.
They taking 4 persons at the back, 4 passengers at the back, and 2 at the front.
Okay.
Yeah, they're taking 4 passengers at the back
Mm.
still, and 2 persons at the front.
Meaning,
So that COVID-19
restriction.
regulation is only being executed here in Central Monrovia, where you see taxi cabs still taking 3 persons at the back, but on the highway the case is different.
I mean, meaning
You got 3 persons sitting at the front,
Mm.
including the driver,
Mm.
and you got 4 persons squeezed up at the back.
Meaning it is very strenuous, because if
Yeah,
you,
it can be very, very strenuous.
if you current a long distance from here, Ganta, places like Banga, or even Saninkole, when fall at the back, I mean, it tells you that if you had
actually
a longer
strenuous.
less, if you had a longer less than mine,
Yeah.
when you reach there, it'll be something different for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually strenuous, because I mean, it's like you said, if you have a longer, even if you get short less,
Mhm.
the fact that you guys are squeezed up together,
Mm.
at the back there, like you're squeezed up in like
The sardine cup.
cup.
Yes.
I don't care whether you get long legs or short legs. It's going to affect you. It makes your body numb,
Mhm.
very, very numb at times, and but again, that is it. That is Liberia. We have a transport ministry that doesn't kind of regulate transportation fares and regulate those kinds of things. Pass a strong mandate or the policy or a regulation that, hey, all taxi cabs
Mhm.
must take certain number of passengers at the back, and even if they say it, the implementation process
It's different.
is a problem, and implementation always is a problem in Liberia. But we hope one day we can change some of those things. But let's
And you
yeah.
can see the thing is all the fare we are giving
Mm.
is our own analysis, but the Ministry of Transport is pretty close to 1 year now. They haven't come up with a list of fare that you have to pay from one destination to another.
That's
Yes,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, other fare
So
we are giving,
all of those fares
they're
that you
based on driver.
just give is
Mhm.
is based on arbitrary fares
Exactly.
by the drivers themselves.
Certainly, and
Yeah.
and the transport union as well.
Yeah, the
But-
transport union.
Yeah, for the Ministry of Transport, they still it's still quiet when it comes to the transportation fare.
Yeah.
And I think it's really embarrassing people, because
It's embarrassing. It's causing exploitation.
yeah, sure,
Because once the transportation fares are not fixed or given by the Ministry of Transport, some drivers tend to exploit passengers, and that is why you see, for me, if I am I'm driving in a taxi cab,
Mhm.
in a commercial vehicle
Mm.
to anywhere,
Mm.
even right here in Monrovia,
Mhm.
the first thing is we will negotiate the fare.
Okay.
We negotiate the fare
Mm.
before I can sit in your taxi cab. Even in Monrovia, because a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people being embarrassed.
Mhm.
Even my very self, I've been embarrassed before because of that. You just see a taxi cab, you jump inside. Maybe you already have the notion that from Catholic Junction to ERW Junction, maybe that's 150. That's the notion.
Mhm.
But you don't know the driver's fare, and you forget to know that transportation fares are charged arbitrarily in Liberia.
Okay.
But your notion, because you've been paying 150,
Mm.
other drivers have been paying you 150, so your notion is 150. Now you get in that taxi cab, you get at ERW Junction, and the driver tells you it's 200. You don't have the 200 to pay. It becomes embarrassing. And if you don't pay the 200, some drivers, they are very arrogant. You guys they're going to attack you.
For me, what I normally do is when I get on a taxi, I don't ask the driver what's the fare. Because if you tend to ask them what's the fare, they might increase the fare. So yes, they might increase the fare, and normally
it's risky.
Yeah. So normally when I get on a taxi, I know exactly how much to pay.
No, then you will be
You'll
you'll be opening room for controversy.
if you ask a driver now, what's your fare?
But
That
listen
driver
now,
will want to exploit
Aaron.
you. So to evolve that, and
Mm.
you just get on the test, say when you disembark the vehicle, you pay the person the amount you think you're supposed to pay. And,
Oh no. Then it'll be like you bring your own fare. You charging yourself.
no, the thing is,
Mm?
you already
Now listen.
know how much to pay. You know how much to pay
Okay.
before getting on that
That-
vehicle.
that-
So
that
when
is
you
how much-
disembark,
Uh-huh.
then you pay the person the exact fare.
That is the notion. That is the notion that can cause embarrassment sometimes. Eh?
You ready for
Because
so?
because I think so.
Okay.
Because you and I agree that
Mm.
the Ministry of Transport, you
Mm,
know,
mm.
has not come up with fixed transportation fares.
Okay.
If the transportation fares,
Mm.
you know, were fixed,
Mhm.
or the Ministry of Transport had come up with fixed transportation fares,
Mhm.
then you can say, oh yes, I know
will
the
do this.
transportation fare
Mhm.
from Central Monrovia
Mm.
to ERW Junction
Okay.
is 200.
Okay.
That is it.
Mm.
That's like a policy. So if a driver
Want to
maybe
exploit you?
violates or wants to exploit you,
Mm.
you can take issue with that driver.
Okay.
You know,
Mm.
but in a case where it's left open, you know, like is that like it's just like an open market.
Okay. You decide for yourself.
Yes, you decide how much to sell your goods.
Mhm.
So now, if the person, you know, charge you from Central Monrovia to ERW Journal for 250, that is their fare. That is their fare. So I think the good thing, the most reasonable thing to do is you negotiate a fare. You ask the driver,
Okay.
or how much is your fare? I'm always asking drivers, and I do that. I
mm.
do that because I want to avoid embarrassment. How much is your fare for ERW Junction to Central Monrovia?
So
Listen, if they tell me 200,
Mhm.
that's fine. If I have the 200 to pay, I
Okay.
will board the vehicle to go.
Okay.
If they tell me $250, I know normally the fare is 200. Most drivers charge 200.
200, yes.
But there are other drivers who like to exploit you. You know? So if you charge me 250 or 300, there are a lot of other vehicles that I can still board that, you know, that are charging 200. So I mean, it's just intended to avoid embarrassment, because there's a situation when I resided in Sinco. So I was coming from the West Junction area
Okay.
to 17th Street, and it was some part of 2017. Okay, so from West Junction to 17th Street, the 3rd Avenue in Sinco, there where I was going. So usually, you know, motorbikes charge $20 LD to go there, because it's a very short distance. So this time around, I took a motorbike without negotiating the fare. You know, knowing that having the notion that
Now
hey,
you pay
it's
$20.
$20. It's $20. So when we got there, I took the $20 in my pocket. I gave it to the rider. The man said, no, it's not $20. I said, it's how much? He said, it's $60. I said, what? $60? And we started arguing. I was embarrassed. And it's like he had just started, you know, riding motorbike at that particular region. So the good thing that he did during the argument, because it's like he was so confident that it's $60. So when one of his friends, motorcyclists, were passing, he stopped the motorbike and asked the guy for the fare from West Junction to where we stopped, Cinco 17th Street, the 3rd Avenue. And the guy even got a lesser price that I wanted to pay. The guy said that $15.
I mean, you can see.
So that way, the
you
entire argument cut off.
Okay. So you gave him the $20.
He accepted the $20.
But he should apologize to you for embarrassing you.
My man, you know those guys would not apologize. The man was already arrogant. Some people are just arrogant, so they don't have time for those kind of things. So for me, I was embarrassed, and there where I learned my lesson from that time. So from that time onward, before I board a vehicle, what I do, we negotiate the fares.
Okay.
What, even if I know that it is this fair, we negotiate, you agree. When we reach there, I pay your money, I walk peacefully. Yeah, but Why you say
to avoid
to
environment.
invite? But you say you say you already get a notion that at 200 you asking the driver, because we ask the driver will say maybe you screen your in Monrovia,
No,
you
the
just
reason
coming
I'm
in
saying
town, so they
that
will
more
increase the
often
fare.
when you
So you just
ask
put the drive
driver,
vehicle, you go when you get there. When the driver say that if you having in mind that the fare at 200, and then the driver get your own fare, maybe 250. When you reach there, yo, they argue for nothing. And if the driver is arrogant, the man will disgrace you. Oh, of course.
Anyway, but the reason I'm saying that more often when you ask driver what's the fare, at time they increase their fare. More 90% of the driver they increase their fare, even though there are some guys who will tell you give you the exact fare, but most of them will increase their fare. So
that is true. I'm not disputing what you say.
okay, so it always
but the
better
truth
to
is that
negotiate.
you got other options.
Okay.
If you ask them for that fare and they say 250, they say 300, tell them to go.
Okay.
You got other vehicles. Yeah, so I mean it's simple. All right, so folks, we've taken long on this, but let's quickly bring you the update of the traffic hotspots in Monrovia. Aaron, Tally, you want to start off with that?
Yes. So let me start out this morning from Pinsville, from ERW Junction to SD Cooper Junction. There is a little bit of traffic due to the detour, to the SD Cooper Road. There's a little bit of traffic. Vehicle from town and vehicle from Pinsville. There's a little bit of traffic there. Then from there to the Boulevard Junction, there's a little bit of traffic. Vehicle from the 72nd end and vehicle from town and also from Pinsville. There's a little bit of traffic there, and from there to the 540 junction, based on the ministerial complex right here, you experience a bit of traffic from there. And when you get to the fish market, you also experience a bit of traffic from there due to a vehicle coming from the old road end. I mean the Fiamma and the old road end coming on the main road. You also experience a bit of traffic from there.
Okay, yeah. So also going further, Development Junction is going to be another point of traffic congestion. Yeah, so like Aaron said, usually the traffic starts from around the Invincible Park, sometimes Fish Market, sometimes the car wash area. So that's a hotspot of traffic congestion, especially anyway, today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. I mean, today being Thursday doesn't mean that there's not going to be traffic congestion,
even though we are pushing the weekend.
Usually on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, the traffic are huge. The traffic congestions in Montserrat are huge compared to Thursdays and Friday morning. Yeah, so today the traffic is not going to be as huge compared to Mondays, Wednesdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. But talking about the traffic congestion in St. Cloud, the 20th Street area, there's a red light there. I don't know whether it's still active. It's been covered a week now.
It's still active.
Okay, yeah. So there's a red light there. So there's going to be a little bit of traffic congestion in St. Cloud, specifically at 20th Street. And going further, the what's the name of this place? Stella Maris area.
Okay.
Yeah, the Stella Maris area. You have the University of Liberia. You have the Stella Maris Polytechnic University as well, and you have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs there. So you got individuals going to various destinations right there. So there's going to be a little bit of traffic congestion there this morning, and the Capital Bypass junction also. There's going to be a little bit of traffic congestion. And if you are using the Somalia Drive route to town, of course, the 72nd junction, you're going to have a little bit of traffic congestion there. Going further, the Bannersville junction, but even before the Bannersville junction, the Nizo junction is usually a point of traffic as well. Before getting to the Bannersville junction, and coming all the way to town, the Vartown area, you're going to encounter a little bit of traffic congestion. Waterside, if you passing through Waterside, the traffic congestion there usually is huge. And also along the Gabriel Tucker Bridge, of course, the traffic congestion there is huge. And talking about the Gabriel Tucker Bridge reminds me of the St. John River Bridge.
Okay.
They're in Grand Bassa County,
Mm.
where there's a very, very serious problem with currently. The Ministry of Public Works has said it is not yet a death trap.
Mm.
Yeah, but it has some issues
Okay.
that I hope the government can, intervene as soon as possible time before it gets worse.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's it for the traffic situation.
And that particular bridge, I had a different thought on it.
Okay.
I had a conversation with somebody regarding that bridge,
Mm.
and that person gave me different angle.
Okay.
Grand Bassa now is one of the hotspots when it comes to politics,
Okay.
right? And the person told me what happening now is that, the ruling party want to play some political game with that bridge. The person said the bridge stay in good condition because the person that I talked with, the person worked at the Ministry of Public Works before under the former minister Kofi Woods.
Okay.
And the person told me the bearing that they're talking about is still okay, but based that particular county is a hotspot right now, everybody want to hunt there for vote. They want to place in the position that the bridge have problem and somebody want to intervene for that person to take the glory. And the person I'm talking about, a person worked at the technical department, Ministry of Public Works before. Yes.
Well, for me, I don't really see, the political gain that one is going to get from fixing the bridge.
No, the reason is if you do that, right now Basel, the Nyombi factor in Basel, and also the Bronskin factor also in Basel.
But listen now.
So if you do that and you face a bridge, if now a ready spot, if you face it, so the people will say, okay, our bridge have problem and team person's car went hard and this person came in, so we will divert our attention to this particular person. That's yes.
Well, for me, I don't really think so, because number one, it is the responsibility of the government to fix that bridge. It is a government's property.
Okay.
I would say so. When a government property is damaged, it is the responsibility of the government to have it repaired. It is not the responsibility of an opposition political party, any other political party or institution to go and fix it, except that institution volunteers to do that. So for me, I think it will be more of a glory to a person or an institution outside of government if they take the initiative to fix the bridge. But I don't think the government will be gaining anything extraordinary or even ordinary from the fixing of that bridge, because number one, according to what we are hearing, the bridge, because I mean, it's I've seen full video footage of what is said to be going on with the bridge. The bearing, if you see it, I mean, it actually has a problem, and folks from the Ministry of Public Works have suggested that it's due to the long lifespan, or it has overlaid or outlived its lifespan. So that is what causing the problem. So I think it's a government's responsibility. So I see any glory that government will be taking from.
There is a glory. Mind you now, this is electoral period. And every small thing that people will do, they will tend to publicize it and politicize it. Even if the person in government, right, you want to get more vote, you want to draw people attention onto you as a particular party or even a ruling party. Now, if you do such a renovation in this particular time, this crucial time, now
but the thing is that bridge, even if they say they're facing it, I'm not sure whether it will be completed before the elections.
Yeah, but the matter of fact is, you starting something, right? The whole bridge don't have problem, but only the bearing, I think one or two. So you try to.
So then, what is the point of argument here now? Is it that if the government fix the bridge, or even if the CDC starts the process and another government is elected. So that government can continue the completion of that bridge.
No, the thing is, the point I'm trying to make is,
Well,
the reason is Basel now.
Uh,
Basel is a hotspot. Every Basel almost looking the elephant meat right now. People want to get their own piece of Basel right now of vote. So that bridge could serve as one factor that would draw more people attention to a particular party.
okay.
If that party have to renovate that particular bridge.
Okay, thank you.
That's the point.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's leave that discussion. I mean, we have criminal hotspots as well in Montserrat County to outline. So let's see whether we can bring the criminal hotspots in. This is not in any way intended to instill fear into anybody. Okay, it's just intended to set citizens on their guard. It's not intended to panic anyone, So let's bring you the criminal hotspots. Now, the Zimbabwe area right around us here, along the Congo Town Back Road, is a criminal hotspot. You want to be very, very careful when you go there late at night. Also, the Duper Road Junction. We all know the history of the Duper Road Junction. Has always been a criminal hotspot. The Duper Road Cemetery as well is a criminal hotspot. The GSA Road Junction is a criminal hotspot, and along the road as well is a criminal hotspot. So you want to be careful when you're traveling there. The Vocamation Cemetery in Painesville is a criminal hotspot. You want to be careful when you're traveling there late at night. And the Boulevard Road, the 72nd Boulevard Road, especially around the Mangrove Swamp, is a criminal hotspot. And just around that region of recent, there was a dead body found there. I saw other live televisions there, providing coverage about that. So it's a very dangerous place. So you want to be careful there very late at night. But in as soon as possible time, I think the danger over there is going to be a little bit reduced because I'm seeing light posts being planted there all the way to the 72nd junction, and so it tells you that in the soonest possible time, the government will be installing light bulbs along that road. So other criminal hotspots are the various busy market areas, the Omega Market, especially at the Omega Market junction. Be careful there. The Real Light Market, the Douala Market, those are all criminal hotspots you want to look out for. The Packer Paint Junction, the FDA Junction, the Vamoman House is a criminal hideout. The Ducal Building in Central Monroeville is a criminal hideout. Be careful. The Old Education Building as well. The what's the name of this cemetery? The Center Street Cemetery in Central Monroeville is a criminal hotspot. The Chicken Soup Factory Junction is a criminal hotspot, as well as the New Georgia Estate Junction, the Bannersville Drivers Market Junction, the Kadoma Cemetery in Gardnersville, West Point Community, New Crew Town, Logan Town, Rasto, Airfield Old Folks in Fiaman, 12th Street Sinkhole, especially to the land side. You'll get a beach side, you'll get a land side, right? So to the land side is very risky at night. The Simakia Junction, the Freeport area, particularly around Simenko. So those are all criminal hotspots that you want to look out for.
The 24th Street around the Lee Miller High School. Right there where you have the same where you have the same barbecue,
Somebody just the whole country,
where you have the same barbecue. That place too is another hotspot.
Margaret Green, yes, just the whole country agree with that hotspot.
And you didn't mention Oro.
Oro. Oro. Actually, this listing, we drew this listing from the opinions of of citizens out there.
Okay.
We give citizens a hotline to
Mhm.
text in,
Okay.
about criminal hotspots in the country, and those are areas that they texted in, and like a particular area,
Mhm.
citizens, more than 5, 6 persons will text in
Okay.
that that particular area is a criminal hotspot. So if we have more than 5, 6, 7, 8 persons texting in about one area being a criminal hotspot,
Mhm.
then definitely we'll consider it as a criminal hotspot and include it on our list of criminal hotspots.
Okay.
So good morning to all of you watching live. There our Spoon TV handle Lorena Honorary is watching.
Okay.
Our own director of programs here, Michael Green, is also watching. James Davis is also watching. No, with James, we're not dealing with Monrovia yet. We're not dealing with Monrovia. James is asking what about various counties. Yes, I know there
Maybe
are
the only
criminal
country that I
hotspots.
can talk about like Ganta. Yes,
Yeah,
Ganta,
Ganta.
Nimba. Yes,
Yeah,
Ganta.
Ganta.
Ganta is very terrible.
Ganta,
Right
there's a community in Ganta they call Congo community.
now. Okay.
Congo, I don't know which community I'll compare Congo with. Yeah, the West Point here too.
Okay.
Yeah, West Point. I mean, a lot of Zogos are in that community. That Dallas,
Okay.
drug abusers
Mm.
are in that community.
For me,
So
I can
that
use a
community
particular community.
is dubbed as a risky community in Ganta.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So folks, we will take a break. That's it for the day up segment of the show. So now, we will take a break. When we come back, we bring you the
Papers,
scoop
can we do
segment
few-
of the
few
show. That's
papers?
when we'll be bringing you the trending issues. Okay, we'll bring you the local dailies. We'll bring you we'll cut across Liberia to talk to our various correspondents, and we'll also bring you entertainment news and sports and all of that. All coming up on the scoop segment. But before leaving, folks, you want to win yourself some money this morning by just dialing the code 799 hash. Talking about the Spoon 1075 Mega Daily Cash Splash. Okay, so the Spoon 1075 Mega Daily Cash Splash is on. So it's a daily radio promo game or a Ravager, and it drops up to 4 winners every day. So each winner walks away with 2,500 Liberian dollars. So that is 10,000 is dished out every day amongst 4 winners, and each winner takes away 2,500, and that is after you play for just 70 cents USD or 100 Liberian dollars.
And you can see the
Yeah.
good part about that whole game is that you can be anywhere and play.
Yeah, you can be
You
anywhere.
can
and
even
play.
be lying down, in your bedroom and play. The only thing because you have to play multiple times.
Yeah.
Probably you have 500.
No, it's not force that you play multiple times,
Yes.
but it's a raffle draw.
Yeah.
So if you play multiple times, you stand a better chance to win
yes.
than somebody who will play
one
once.
time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I say for me, I think it's better.
Yeah,
to play
it's better.
multiple
it's better.
times.
Yeah.
Just go around, put 500 Liberty on your mobile money account and 5 and USD on your account. Just imagine you play.
I mean, you in America, then you are with 2,500 all the way. You like, bro, Michael, I mean, you get shit fair.
I mean, just imagine you play 200 Liberty and win yourself 2,500. So if you take your 200 Liberty from there, you get 2,300 Liberian dollar profit in less than 2 hours time. What kind of business you make in Liberia in a particular time to get 2,400 or 2,300 profit in just very short period of time? For me, I think it's just a giveaway.
Yeah, so it's a giveaway. So all you need to do is to dial the playing code *799 hash. I mean, America put anything here out of country. They think only for Liberians.
No, but maybe they make a play.
No,
the US are do that.
But the bigger, or in fact, new star singer in America, new star singer working in America before you play. Yeah, so all you need to do is to dial the playing code, *799 hash using your new Star Cell GSM SIM card. Select number 3 for Spoon FM Once you dial *799#
Mhm.
you see 6 radio stations, and Spoon FM is at number 3. So you just select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee.
Mhm.
You enter the mobile money pin to approve the payment,
Okay.
and select whether to pay through your airtime or through your Noon Star Cell mobile money account, and automatically you get into the draw. If you're in the United States, out of Liberia, you want to encourage your family members here who don't know about the draw to try.
But you can see,
You know,
the people still using same way, and same way like
Same.
Lone Star,
send way.
like Lone Star. So I
Well,
mean, you can still be in the US and play.
I don't know the possibility of that
You can still play though.
until
Uh,
I don't know the possibility of that until we
Verified.
we can verify the information.
Okay.
Yeah, whether those in the States or out of Liberia can play.
Mm.
Yeah. So for those of you in Liberia, you know, I mean, you can play. Uh,
Multiple times.
they might agree, man. They might agree, man. But basically, you want to play for me? Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
but
play
let
for
me
me.
play
No
for
problem.
you.
Yeah.
You know,
No
send your
problem.
Lone Star number. Let me play for you.
Okay. Yeah. So, folks, that's it. So again, the playing code is *799#. The more you play, the more your chances are to win. And based on the number of transactions, we will draw winners on the show. So we draw winners based on a certain number of transactions. Okay. We'll draw one winner on the show based on the total transaction. That is, if more people playing, we'll draw 1, 2, or 3 winners. But it's just based on the number of total transactions. Okay. So play and play and play so that we can be able to draw more winners on the show. If a lot of people play and we reach our target number of transactions, definitely the 4 winners for today can be drawn right here on the Today Show.
Yeah, and
So
on a Thursday.
yeah. So play, and let's see whether you can win for yourself. And the good thing is, once the draw is done, it's not something that you can call me.
Oh, I'm going to Yekesi.
I'm going
Yekesi say I'm going in
to call me to
town,
remind me to tell me,
yeah.
say, oh, I was announced as one of the winners, or my number was announced as one of the winners for the game. And since then, I haven't seen my money yet. So the thing is digital. As the system is set up in a way that as soon as the draw is done and your number is selected as a winner, automatically your money goes into your phone. Automatically. You know, he might be doing it at the system. That's how the system has been set up. Yes. Once your number is selected as winner, automatically your 2,500 goes to your phone and you have it. So there's no this. It's very good. So let's take this break, folks. And when we come back, we discuss other trending national issues in the country.
It is new. It is a revolution. Yes, we are the biggest betting partner and we are here to stay. My people, they're not time to listen to your favorite radio, Spoon FM 107.5. Listen, just make sure you get your MTN mobile money account ready because Mokofi Umpa Ewe Wis. From Monday, May 8th, listen to your favorite presenter on Spoon 107.5 Mega Daily Cash Splash. To be a part, dial *799#. Each entry is just $100 Liberian, and you can enter as many times as you wish. Don't say I don't tell you.
I know that I can. If I take a step, we can all advance, but we gotta take a chance.
Are you in search of an opportunity to study in the United States of America? Then search no more, because Yona Liberia has the answer. San Francisco Bay University, at the center of Silicon Valley and one of California's top universities, is offering Liberian students a 75 to 100% scholarship to pursue an undergraduate or graduate degree. Interestingly, the scholarship also includes free accommodation for the first 2 semesters. And Yono Liberia, in partnership with the university, is here to help you through the application and admission processes. At Yono Liberia, we guide you through acquiring relevant academic and supporting documents, applying for courses of your choice via the SFBU's portal, payment of application fees, acquiring I-24F1 visa application process, an affidavit of support letter and bank statement. The official launch and first information session will be held this Friday, March 3 at 10 in the morning in the theater of NVTI in Congotown, Monrovia. Participation is $200 Liberian and will be paid at the entrance. For further information, contact 0775 595 067, 0775 486 500. Better stay 0770 245 944 or send an email to yonaliberia2008 at gmail.com or info at yonaliberia.org. Join Yona Liberia to reimagine education through access to affordable and quality education.
Okay. Welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5 megahertz. We're also coming to you via 95.5 FM, via Spawn TV Live, Super TV Live as well, and of course via our YouTube channel this beautiful morning. And also you can check us up at www.spoonfmradio.com. So we like to now welcome you to the scoop segment of the show. That's a segment on which we bring you up to speed with all of the trending major happenings in Liberia. So first off this morning, we will begin with our entertainment news, and Samuel Legend Card is going to do that for us. So let's now bring on Samuel Legend Carr, to start up, with the entertainment news. We want to start with something, soft before going to the hard news. So let's join Samuel. Samuel, good morning.
Good morning to our many viewers and listeners. It's a pleasure being here on today's show.
Okay. So how is it? How is the night?
Wonderful. As you can see, the appearance tells you that it was wonderful.
I see. Yeah, I hope you know it's like that last night.
No.
You sure?
No, I'm 100% sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's hear you. What's going on in the entertainment world?
Well, for today's show entertainment, I'm DJ Legend Samuel DJ Legend Kai. Our first stop will be from the local scene.
Okay.
Liberia awards-winning vernacular rapper Dennis Ben, professionally called Full as Full, is expected to drop an exceptional banger as an appreciation for his fans for their endless support. The track is tagged My G's, and I spoke with him the last time, and he told me that My G's is from the Bassa vernacular meaning Liga. Yeah, and it's anticipated to drop on the 16th of this month. The rapper is encouraging his fans to follow him on all platforms using Full as Full Official. Trending Liberian artist Geneton Pratt, commonly known as Jezino, has been nominated in the 2023 Global Music Award Africa Youth Song.
Okay.
This coveted award celebrates up and coming artists who have broken through the music industry and have a name for themselves in the music industry, despite not having yet achieve massive mainstream success. This year's edition will be hosted in South Africa prior to the previous edition, which was held in Ghana and Nigeria. In related developments, Ghanaian legendary rapper Sakudi posted Jenneton Lee Pratt, commonly known as Jay-Zeno, trending song Butter My Bread,
Mm.
animated video links via his official Twitter account, while Ronick Jenkins, a multiple Grammy Awards winner, followed Jay-Zeno on Instagram. Out of Liberia, but still in Africa, Don Jazzy Styles Davido with praises over his achievements.
Mm.
The Marvin Records CEO Don Jazzy expressed immense pride in the remarkable achievement of Nigerian music sensation Davido. He took Instagram to share his admiration for the younger artist and commend his outstanding accomplishment in the industry. Don Jazzy commended Davido's work ethic, emphasizing that it continues to inspire him even as Davido himself looks up to Don Jazzy as his mentor. Out of Africa now, American rapper Rick Rock's attraction to Afrobeats has gained beyond the music as he recently opened expressed his attraction to Arista. You know,
Mm.
Arista is one
Arista
of
from Nigeria. I
the
know that.
trending
Yeah.
female artists in Nigeria and Africa.
Rush. She
Yeah,
sang
sure.
Rush. Yeah.
So in an Instagram video, Rick Rock flows over Arista describing her as beautiful and talented, while
Beautiful and
also
talented.
proposing to toast her and saying he could like to celebrate her when he comes to Nigeria. You know, Rick Rock been to Nigeria
Yeah.
last year. He did a couple of show, met a couple of big people, and did a couple of good things. He planning now to go back to Nigeria to do a toast for Arista representing the Marvins Records.
Wow. 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 When Raiseborough coming to Liberia too? I know.
Who knows? You know,
Maybe,
who knows? It might be very soon. It
maybe
might
that
be
just
soon.
that just no bring.
Yeah,
or-
just no, yeah, sure.
yeah, but talking about Jezino,
Mm.
Jezino has gone wide. Quite frankly, the last time I checked his Butter My Bread song on YouTube, I think it had 800,000 plus views.
Mm.
If I'm not mistaken, it's close to a million or already in a million, and he's got a lot of views on other social media platforms and out of that. So this Butter My Bread music, there's been this argument over whether it is the biggest Liberian music or the most popular Liberian music ever.
Yeah, I, as of now, I agree with Bottom of 100%, and it's the music that I say is at the spot
Hmm.
for Liberians, for Liberia, and it's a one in a million, right? When it comes to in totality, the total stream of Bottom of Bread, trust me, it have passed 21 million plus
Wow.
stream
And I don't think any Liberian music has
since
gained.
Liberia was funded.
Oh my God! I mean, going all the way to
Since-
1847.
No, that's been real. Since
Yeah, that's
Liberia
true,
was
that's true.
funded,
Yeah.
there have never been a Liberian song to trend out of Liberia to most straight part of the world. Imagine since I just not dropped the song,
Mm.
this song was the only Liberian song that is trending right now in Portugal for a Portuguese. That majority of them don't understand, don't speak English.
Yeah, but it's just going by the beat and the
play
flow of the
the
lyrics.
flow of the lyrics. Yeah, so that tells you that indeed just is doing well, and we all hope, we all pray that through this music, through his art, and Liberians, other Liberians artists will flow through. Trust me.
Okay. All right. And I hope Liberian actors can, start to support each other. Like I hope they can put aside this issue of envy. Why this person is, booming, or this person is excelling, and blah 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 blah. I hope they can put hands on each other, because I think that is what the other actors in Ghana and in Nigeria and other countries are doing. They help each other. They are united and they support each other, and that is why, I mean, their musics are always on the top
Sure.
in Africa. So
Sure.
I hope Liberian artists can do the same. You see your friend excelling, try to put your hands on him to lift him up. Because when he's lifted, when Liberian songs are highlighted, there's going to be focus on Liberia. It will encourage or attract a lot of international attention on other Liberian artists as well.
100% sure.
Yeah. But Samuel Carr, DJ legend, thank you very much for coming today with the entertainment news, and hope to have you another time.
It's a pleasure being here on today's show.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's Samuel Carr, DJ legend there, with the entertainment news this beautiful morning. So let's see whether we can bring you sports. We'll go to politics. Yeah, we'll go to politics. But let's hear from DJ SNW. The man are DJ, but he interested in sports. Okay, so let's see whether we can bring on DJ SNW through the telephone to bring us sports this morning on the Today Show. So DJ SNW, Shannon Goy is now on. I know the man will have issue for me calling DJ. SNW, welcome.
Yeah, much better, Legacy. And I'd like to say good morning to you. Good morning to our audience. It means nothing. Though I'm a sports journalist, you can also call me a DJ, and I'm proud to be both.
Oh, you're proud to be both at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a DJ and a sports journalist. That's good. That's been versatile. Yeah, but let's go straight up with the happenings in the world of sports.
Okay, so as you may be aware, the national third division playoff climax, that's the quarterfinal climax, and of course, the 4 teams indeed have progressed to the semifinals, and they include Lofa County's champions, Gomba FC, and of course, that's Wologisi FC rather, and then we also have.
Alain, Wologisi FC be song and team for Neymar the future.
Yeah. Wologisi FC actually defeated Gomba FC.
Gomba FC. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a post-match penalty after regular 90 minutes and a goalless. While Philadelphia of Monserrato defeated New Horizon from Mangibi County 2-0 in Tuesday's second encounter at the ATS. And of course, Nima's Mate Enforcer also punished Pepe FC of Monserrato County 3-0 to grab her semi-final slot, while discouraged SA disciplined Grove United 3-0. So, those are the 4 teams that progressed to the semifinals of the ongoing Liberia Football Association Third Division Championship playoff. So, quickly to this development, on yesterday, the Liberia Football Association, LFA, and Dosbed Liberia have extended their sponsorship deal worth 3 years. Extended for, their sponsorship deal that's going to last for 3 years and it worth $125,000 United States dollars. But a cash price of $120,000 will be made, while $5,000 will be used for the solar lights and that of the installation at the headquarters of the Liberia Football Association. So yesterday I was there. I attended the signing ceremony, and of course the Chief Executive Officer of Dosbed Liberia, Marco Cabon, he appreciated the Liberia Football Association for the work done so far in Liberia, and he vowed to continue supporting sports in Liberia. So quickly, out of Liberia now, Clarence Benzema, yesterday he was unveiled in Saudi Arabia, as you may be aware, Yegesi, because
Karim Benzema.
Yeah, Benzema was actually unveiled.
I mean, he's bring Messi news for you before Karim Benzema, man. Yeah, man. Messi need a big news. You bring Karim Benzema name before Messi news. Yeah, but go ahead.
not because the Messi fan.
No, man.
So,
I mean, the man is bigger than the Karim Benzema. You bring the important news before the less. I'm not saying Karim Benzema is less important, but Messi is bigger than the man.
Yagazi, please give me a chance.
Go ahead.
Messi, Yagazi. Okay, so Benzema was actually unveiled yesterday, following his 3 years deal with Saudi Arabia champions Al Hahita after leaving Real Madrid. Matter of fact, Benzema, 35, he won 25 trophies, including 5 Champions League and 4 La Ligas in 14 years with Madrid. He also scored 354 goals for Real Madrid, second to Cristiano Ronaldo, who hit 450 goals. So I think it's a boost for the Saudi Arabian League to have the legs of Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, and Leo Messi. Hey, move to Inter. That's Inter Milan. It's not yet confirmed yet. So I don't want to really get into it until we get the final story about his move today. But I think so far so good. That's it for my end.
Okay.
Faction of live sports.
Okay. So I think I have an article here that says it is confirmed. Messi himself has spoken about that he will be going to Inter Miami. Yeah, in the United States of America. It's something that he had wished for, way back when he was still playing. When he still played for Barcelona by then. So yes, he has confirmed that.
And I have this other report as it relates to his move to Italy for Inter Milan and also Saudi Arabia. So I mean, the internet, I agree. The internet is actually tricky, so we have to wait for the final and the concluding ceremony as it relates to Messi move.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, SNW, Shannon Gui. Thank you for the sports.
Okay, yeah, guys.
Okay, so yeah, that's Shannon Gui there. Bringing us up to speed with the passion of live sports. This beautiful morning. So, folks, let's now go straight up to the local dailies because we have our guest at 9:15 this morning. Let's go straight up to the local dailies. So beginning with the Liberian Observer newspaper here this morning. The lead story says army worms invasion spreads to Nimba, Bapulu counties. So Nimba is the latest county where there's a caterpillar invasion as extended to. So Bone County was first for Bone County. It is not an unusual thing there for the outbreak of the army worms. There have been several outbreaks in the past for Guapulu. Yes, it is unusual, as well as Nimba County. It doesn't happen there frequently, but I think there has been a similar outbreak there in the past. But on yesterday, the Ministry of Agriculture released a statement about mechanisms they are trying to put into place to get rid of this situation there in the various counties, Bapuru, Nimba, and Bone counties. So I like to read the release from the Ministry of Agriculture word for word, and it says Ministry of Agriculture's press release. Ministry of Agriculture actively engaged in curbing caterpillars invasion in Bong, Bapuru, and Nimba counties. So it says the Ministry of Agriculture, through its field offices in Bong, Bapuru, and Nimba counties, has received reports of caterpillars invasion in towns and villages affecting food, crops, and contaminating waterways. 12 of Liberia's 15 counties have experienced such worms invasion, a natural and periodic occurrence in Liberia since 2009. Last weekend, the MOA immediately dispatched technicians to assess the invasion's coverage, determine types of caterpillars, and evaluate damages done. Preliminary findings from the MOA's technicians recommend immediate intervention of those hit areas. More so, the findings discovered that the worms are similar to armyworms and called, which are fast-moving and dangerous to the growth of cocoa, bananas, and food crops. As this emergency was unforeseen, the ministry is vigorously involved in resource mobilization to source and procure appropriate types of environmentally friendly agrochemicals to curb the worm's widespread. With the start of the farming season, the ministry remains focused on working collaboratively with local communities, farming households, governmental agencies, and collaborating partners to ensure the invasion is contained. All right, so that's a release from the Ministry of Agriculture. And the Ministry of Agriculture is saying something. They said something here that I just want to repeat and, chip in on it. Okay. So they said 12 of Liberia's 15 counties have experienced such worms invasion, which is a natural and periodic occurrence in Liberia. Then they come up here and they say, as this emergency was unforeseen, the ministry is vigorously involved in resource mobilization to source and procure appropriate types of environmentally friendly agrochemicals to curb the worm's widespread. So, you see, Talu, this thing has been going on. I was not exact about, when was the first time we had, the outbreak of army worm or the invasion of army worm in the country. But the Ministry of Agriculture, according to that release, this thing started happening since 2009. And it has occurred in 12 of the 15 political subdivisions in our country. 12 of them. So only 2 counties, this invasion of army worm had not occurred yet. But Bone County, especially, is known for frequent outbreak of this
invasion.
Yeah. So now, since 2009, this thing has been happening. Has the ministry ever thought of having any kind of emergency plan just in case there's any other invasion of the army worm, future invasion, so that they can intervene swiftly? Because there's something that has been happening since 2009, and when these things happen, like they themselves mentioned in a press release, the worms are harmful to farmers. It destroys their crops, food crops especially. It destroys it. Just like they destroy your entire yearly effort for farming. Destroys it. It contaminates water. It contaminates waterways in those various areas. So this is something that has been happening since 2009. The previous government has had record of it. And nobody is sitting forecasting that this thing could happen in the future. So let's try to work out modalities just in case there's any outbreak. Then we can try to intervene quickly. But they waiting when it happens before. And now they said they send their team of investigators to go and assess the condition, come by a jail fire service. The fire service, when there's fire outbreak, instead of them going prepared.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's part of their ethics or their operations, their way of operating. But whenever there's a fire outbreak, I don't care how blazing that outbreak is, you call fire service. They have to go there first without any, water to extinguish the fire, without any equipment. They go, they assess the situation first. After assessing the but if the people houses burning, yeah. So even if that area, that slum community where the houses are compacted, are jammed together, and the fire will, extend to other buildings and all of that. But the people will still be waiting for fire service. But fire service is coming to assess the situation first before going back to get water in the tankers to bring and extinguish the fire. And at that time, it has already done a lot of damage. So I think that is a similar thing the Ministry of Agriculture is doing. The invasion is on. And now they said they have sent team of investigators there to go to investigate the situation, assess the situation, and then later on they will come up with a solution or intervene, by using chemicals to, stop the widespread of the invasion. Yeah, but you wanted to come in.
Yeah, so for me, I don't think this is an emergency anymore, like stated in their letters.
Yeah.
Right? Since 2019 till present, this has been a usual occurrence. Every year it happens. So saying it's an emergency is not. You should be aware that certain part of the year this will happen in a particular county. So you should put in measures that will curtail or that will bring a prevention. And when it happens, you'll go there and immediately to bring relief to those farmers. But if you sit down and wait until it got severe and then you want to go in just to go do assessment and come back before carrying, maybe you want to carry vaccine, I mean, it will be very late. Now, farming is very costly.
Yeah.
If you do farming, it's very costly.
The damage has already been done.
Yeah, and looking at worms damaging your crops, without you getting any benefit, the Ministry of Agriculture saying we are dispatched assessment team to go and do assessment. You don't know how many days the assessment will last for. Probably 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. But the caterpillar is not waiting for you. They are eating. Look at that length of time. So
Yeah.
who take responsibility of the damage?
Actually, not to misquote them. Actually, they said the assessment team has come back with the report.
Okay.
And the report has confirmed that is the caterpillars look like armyworm, and
they are not too exact.
Yeah, and they are going to be intervening in that situation as soon as possible time. But yeah, that's it. But Aaron, we don't have the luxury of time. We need to take our guests now, so we will take a very quick break to usher in our guests, and right after that, of course, we're going to have a wonderful conversation here. Fumba Yang says he's watching from from Jenin, Liberia town, Grand Cape Mountain County. All right, yeah, but thanks for following the show. So, folks, let's take a very quick break. We'll come back. We'll be speaking to Dr. Morgan. He's a senator aspirant,
representative aspirant, district number 10, Maserati County.
Maserati County. Yeah, get called about this.
And too many people want to see you again that district.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, but let's take this break to be back, folks. Yeah, get called about in a very high zone. Yeah, but let's take this break to be back.
It is new. It is a revolution. Yes, we are the biggest betting partner and we are here to stay. My people, they're not time to listen to your favorite radio, Spoon FM 107.5. Listen, just make sure you get your MTN mobile money account ready because Mokofi Umpa Ewe Whis. From Monday, May 8th, listen to your favorite presenter on Spoon 107.5 Mega Daily Cash Splash. To be a part, dial *799#. Each entry is just $100 and you can enter as many times as you wish. Don't say I don't tell you.
Back to the Big Daddy. He be getting down for it.
But then tell him, baby, I hope you get beat down and forget energy drink there. Oh. Benu, if you want me to come to your house, you force to get big daddy energy vodka drink. And then Julie, you get big daddy energy vodka drink there?
Waiting about this big daddy vodka energy drink that you just calling everybody asking for it.
Oh, so the call you do? Okay, big daddy vodka energy drink is the talk of the town. Pure fire power. Yeah, make it to all. But big daddy vodka energy drink can just keep your woman happy, especially when you drink it. I say pure power. I swear, when you get big daddy vodka energy drink, when I come, you will know. And I see big daddy vodka energy drink, when I can be drinking, they can't be calling and they're going to man polaro. Big Daddy Vodka Energy Drink is in all shops and marketplaces, and it's produced right here in Dabira. Big Daddy Vodka Energy Drink is the drink for any occasion. Get it today.
However do you want it? However do you need it? However do you want it?
I know that I can. If I take a step, we can all advance, but we gotta take a chance.
Are you in search of an opportunity to study in the United States of America? Then search no more, because Yona Liberia has the answer. San Francisco Bay University at the center of Silicon Valley and one of California's top universities is offering Liberian students a 75 to 100% scholarship to pursue an undergraduate or graduate degree. Interestingly, the scholarship also includes free accommodation for the first 2 semesters. And Yona Liberia, in partnership with the university, is here to help you through the application and admission processes. At Yona Liberia, we guide you through acquiring relevant academic and supporting documents, applying for courses of your choice via the SFBU's portal, payment of application fees, acquiring I-24 F1 visa application process, and affidavit of support letter and bank statement. The official launch and first information session will be held this Friday, March 3 at 10 in the morning in the theater of NVTI in Congotown, Monrovia. Participation is $200 Liberian and will be paid at the entrance. For further information, contact 0775 595 067, 0775 486 500. Better stay 0770 245 944.
Okay, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5 megahertz. We're also coming to you via 99.5 Support FM and Support TV, Spoon FM and Spoon TV. And you can also check us up via our YouTube channel and also via www.spoonfmradio.com. But before we go over to Mr. Anthony Dashwood Morgan, representative aspirant of District 10, Montserrat County, don't forget to play the Spoon 107 Mega Daily Cash Splash. It's on currently, and is a radio promo or raffle draw. and it draws up to 4 winners every day, and each winner, has the opportunity to walk away with 2,500 Liberian dollars after playing for just 70 cents USD or 100 Liberian dollars. So all you need to do is to dial the playing code *799# using your non-star cell GSM SIM card. Select number 3 for Spoon FM. Choose how to pay the playing fee. Enter your mobile money PIN to approve the payment and select whether to pay through your airtime or your mobile money account. And automatically, you get into the draw and you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. But remember, it's a raffle draw. And so the more you play, the more your chances are to win. So let's now go over to our guests. It's now my pleasure to welcome Mr. Anthony Dashwell Morgan. He's representative aspirant of District Number 10. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Okay. Firstly, people out there may know you, but also there are also others who may not know you. So can you better introduce yourself for our audience?
Well, my name is Anthony Dashwood Morgan. I'm aspiring for District 10 representative.
Okay.
I am from the district. I've lived in District 10 all my life, pretty much, except I'm going away for a while and coming back, but I've always lived in District 10. In fact, this very studio I'm in, we used to hang out in this house. My friends grew up here. I grew up right across the street, the building you see right next to Winners Chapel.
Okay.
That's the house I grew up in. So I'm not a stranger to this area. I'm married. I have 4 kids, all out of college, doing well for themselves. I have a background in real estate development. So what we want to do is we want to come into our district, come back home and take care of business pretty much.
Okay. So according to you've lived in District Number 10 all your life.
That's correct.
But not much has been heard about you.
I try not to speak too much to that, because when people say that, it's funny to me.
Okay.
Because I can flip that. Most of the people who have said that to me, I ask them, how long have you been in District 10? I've been here for 8 years. I've been here for 10 years. And I laugh. I said, my youngest son is 28 years old. And my youngest son being alive longer than you've lived in District 10. And then you're telling me I'm no stranger. I think what it is that people come in and then they want to throw out the people who's actually been here from the beginning. We have to be careful with that. That's something we need to stay away from. It is not about that. It is about us, all of us being Liberians, and we're trying to build our country.
Okay, so one may like to know how long, maybe being specific in the number of years that you've lived in District 10.
I've been living in District 10 over 50 years.
50 years.
Of course, I can give you a lot of history about District 10 that most people have no idea about. I mean, as simple as that. I always ask people a simple question: where the ministerial complex is, what was there before that time? What did we have there? Anyone who lived in Congo Town. And most people cannot tell me that.
Can you just give a brief history?
That area was where you had the U.S. military mission. That's where most of the U.S. military stayed. They had a band that used to play out there, Kapindi. If most people know, that's what it was. You had the Susan Barrett School here. You had government morning school. You had what was in Congo Town at the time. This back road was not paved. The front road was not paved. It was all dusty road. In fact, there was a Bugaboo Hill with a plum tree in the middle of it that divided the main road from the Congo Town back road. This is my area. I know this area. Peace Island was all lettuce. That's what people grew up. People grew lettuce in there and sold it.
So, I mean, Georgia, from all of what you've said, you've lived in District 10, according to you, for over 50 years.
That's correct.
So one may conclude that you've been living silently in District 10. You haven't maybe been in the public glare, to actually know Anthony Dashwell Morgan. So you've been living a silent life in District 10.
Yeah. Let me say this. Our whole idea right now is the fact that you sit there, you live quietly, you pay attention to politics,
Okay.
you pay attention to the happenings in your country,
Okay.
And you allow the people that has been given a mandate to do their job. However, it comes a time when you say, what is my patriotic duty to my country and my people,
Okay.
and my family and my values and my morals? Is it one that says that I should sit along and not do anything? Well, there's provision within our Constitution that says to us, we have to do that as people. We must come together, work together, and do well for ourselves. It said the power is inherent in the people. And so, me being a part of the people, it is my right to now step up, now that I've seen that previous leadership in our district has failed not only the district, but the country. I hear a lot of people talk about the district in terms of your representative. But when you think about the representative, you must think about the country and the laws that we need to have to put in place in order to change our country. And so the representation from your district has to align with what the country is moving forward to. So we don't want people to put us in the box. And to me, that's where the failure comes in, because people concentrate so much on a little bit of issues that they see in a particular area, and they forget that when it all comes together, it's about the nationalism of this country.
Okay, so are you saying you are now stepping into politics? You want to represent your people there in district number 10 because of failed leaderships in the past?
That's correct. Absolutely correct. Not only, I mean, that's part of it, but it's what has happened because of that. Our young people not getting educated, our young people going to bed hungry every day, our young people being on drugs. People don't realize, but drugs has taken over Liberia, not just District 10, but our country. And your participation within the House of Representatives gives you an opportunity to introduce bills that we can curb those problems. So we are looking at a lot of issues that we have in our district, but that even when it's resolved in our district, it can also be a positive light on the country as a whole.
Okay, so you are talking about failed leadership in your district in the past years, and you are coming in and want to make a difference. One wants to bring a change. So what different manifesto are you coming with? What difference are you coming to make?
Yeah. The thing is this: you cannot just wake up from bed one morning and says, "I'm going to lead." You have to have a plan, and we've sat down and talked about it. My core group of people, and we've asked ourselves, what is it that we want to bring to the table? What is it that's going to separate us? What is it that is going to bring District 10 back to being viable to our country? And the thing we realize is that it's the lack of organization within our district, and not just our district, but in all districts.
Lack of organization,
yes, and structure, and I'll explain that.
Okay.
Most people in our country has come to the place where they believe your representative is the leader of your district. No, he's exactly what that word says. He's the representative between the people of your district and the legislators. That's what it is. Okay. And for him to be able to take
that representation also comes from leadership.
I'm about to explain it to you.
Okay.
Yes. In order for him to take that information, there has to be structure within your district, a leadership structure that represents the people of the district that you are meeting with on a regular basis, that's going to give you the information from all of the district, in our case, the 33 communities of our district, the different stakeholders within our district, because those are all the people whose voices you are going to hear, and whose problems you are going to listen to, and who is going to motivate and encourage you in a way where your bills that you are going to take in there and present, those bills are going to have to be the voice of the people. But you cannot do that if the people themselves are not organized. An example of that is that you have different sectors within the district. Your education sector, your healthcare sector, your financial sector, your maintenance, sanitation, policing. Let me ask you this: in District 10 today, who represents those sectors? No one. It's because we're not organized and we're not structured. So if we could structure ourselves and bring in all of the chairpersons from all of the different communities to come in and work on the board, all of the chairpersons from the Market Association, from the Motorcyclist Union, those are all stakeholders within our district. If they have representation, we will know what their problems are, and we can sit down, talk about it, and we can talk to the representative about how we can put a bill together that's going to foster our plans within our district. And that's what I'm saying. If we can organize ourselves, that's the beginning. That is where we're going to be able to do well for ourselves as a people. Right now, as we see it, there's nothing that represents anything within District 10, or most districts for that matter. So we're talking about how to organize ourselves as a people and then send our representative with the voice of the people so the people can be heard in the House of Representatives based on what they say. Right now, think about it. If you are not meeting your people as a representative, what are you telling the people when you go into the House of Representatives? If you write a bill, who are you speaking on? Whose behalf are you speaking? It sounds like to me, the representatives who are not meeting with their people, they are lying. They're lying to the Liberian people because they're not speaking with the voice of the people. So what bill are you writing? Who told you to write that bill? What is it you're saying about the people? When did you meet with them? So you're a liar. That's what it is. It says you are incompetent.
Great. Now, let me take you back. You were living in District 10 for 50 years plus. Let's look at your personal engagement with the district. What have been your personal engagement?
And that's a great question. One of the things that's happened, and every time it happens, I laugh, is this. People will say, my team and I will go out to meet someone or meet a group of people, and people will say, oh, most people call me Dash. Oh, Dash, I haven't seen you in a while, and I was like, yeah. And people will be like, you know these people? And I laugh about it because we are approaching our people on a personal level, where we're going to them one-on-one. We've been doing an awareness and introduction of what we want to do in our district for over a year, believe it or not. And we've been doing it silently. And for over a year, I'm saying as it relates to this particular election season. And that is my introduction to our people and what it is. One, two, most of the people that's in our district today, I don't know if you all know, are people who migrated to this district, excuse me. Most of the other people, the older people, my age or older, I can guarantee you about 90% knows exactly who I am. So I do introduce myself to them. The young people I deal with a lot. I'm always mentoring young boys, talking to them about their life, about what we expect of them and how they have gifts in them and how they have a future, how God's purpose for them is to be bigger than people calling them Zogos and people calling them grown-up boys and younger boys. But to let them know that if they do the right thing, if they go to the polls and make the right decisions and not vote on hand pumps and bag of rice and $500 Liberian dollar, that those things will then flip for them that they're looking for. Their future becomes brighter. But if they vote on the issues that's talking about how their lives will be better the next 6 years and not waste their time at the polls, we will then start to see a different Liberia.
Before developing a quest of wanting to be representative for District 10, I want to know what will be your personal impact, though. Because politics is not secret, right? If you want to be a representative, whenever you do a particular initiative, I show your teams on the ground, they will talk about it, they'll try to publicize it. Why be a personal engagement with the people in vocational schools and trying to rehabilitate youth who are involved in the leadership jobs?
And just to buttress that's the tendency of Liberia.
I understand. I understand the question. Okay. I truly understand the question because I've heard that over and over. So it's become comical. Okay, let me say this, and that's how I'm going to answer that question. We are about to do it right in this country. We need to start doing it right. I am not going to play into the pettiness that we've developed and calling it politics. I'm not going to talk about the hand pump or the vocational school that's not structured to be a vocational school, but one that's structured to make me look good. All of these fixed scholarships that's giving people scholarship to schools that are not structured. Teachers don't even show up in the classroom. Teachers are not even qualified. Why don't we spend time trying to find a way to train our teachers, to try to build the right infrastructure for our children to be properly going to school? We have a district that is blessed with a lot of stakeholders that have been here over many years that we have not taken advantage of. Why don't we do that? The example of that is this. You have the American Cooperative School. That school's been in this district for over 100 years. They've benefited. They enjoyed our district. But guess what? When have we engaged them to ask them help us to develop the right system within our district? What do I mean? We can talk to them about training teachers in this district. You have this district where our young people graduate from high school and cannot read and write properly. What if they say, look, we'll agree to train 25 teachers a year, and then we take those 25 and we put them out so they can train other teachers. We will then start getting quality teachers in our classrooms. We're not even thinking like that. You have the German embassy, the Chinese embassy. They are known for technology. We don't even have a library in this district. What if we decided to build a library and would engage them and ask them to please help us? You think the Chinese embassy can donate 200 laptops to us that we can put into a building and get our young boys and young girls off the streets where they can start being technologically savvy? Yes, we can do that. The problem is no one that has led this district or who's leading this district at this point has the vision to do that. And that is something you must look for in leaders, people who can see beyond the natural. And that's what I bring. I'm telling them about things that they are not being able to see because everybody's focused on telling you about one another. It's a personal attack. We're not talking about anymore. We have too many young boys and girls in our district. Their lives are being destroyed because people are so concerned about their personal well-being and not the well-being of the people.
You have a very brilliant idea, and have you engaged your current lawmaker regarding your ideas and whether they can embrace it to work together?
Another question is that do you think you have to be a representative before you can start doing all of those things like engaging the various institutions you talk about to help your district in those various directions?
So which one of the questions I want you to answer first? He asked me one, you asked me one.
Yeah, so you choose which
okay,
one
I'll answer. So since he asked that question first. In regard to me engaging the current representative, the way I see it is this. People will show you who they are, and you must believe it. If you think you're going to squeeze water out of rock, then that's on you. And that says something's wrong with you and not the person, especially if they show you themselves. So what I'm saying to you is this. The current lawmaker is not the one that I'm going to even waste my time.
Wow.
Because he has proven to me that he doesn't fit.
Are you engaged?
I'm about to go there, and he's not fit.
He's not fit.
He's not fit. I'm going to say this. Let me get through saying what I'm going to say. I will tell you why. He's not fit to being the lawmaker of this district. And what I mean by that is this. I watched him without saying much to him to see if he would take just 1 year out of it to even introduce a bill that would benefit our district, that would talk about issues in this district that matters to the people, that would lead the district and show us, look, the president came to District 10, I think it was last year, yes, when he was doing the district tours. And our present lawmaker had the audacity to run around on a motorcycle without shirt and no representation. No one went to meet the president to represent the district. That was one of the most embarrassing. That was one of the lowest of lows that I saw in District 10.
The district representative wasn't invited because
it's not about being invited.
Okay.
It's about you taking on the role as the leader of the district, if that's what you call yourself. And that's why I just said that the whole idea of having a representative as the leader doesn't make sense, because if we had a structured body running the district, we would have been organized enough to meet the president when the president came, which would have benefited the district. But anyway, that's just one thing. I'm just giving you some. I've spoken with. If you remember, there was a riot that happened at the market not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I called Mr. Cole by myself. I called him directly, and I spoke with him. And if you heard that conversation, you will laugh. He told me if I felt that he was doing the wrong thing, that I should take, because I asked him about some specific issues that I heard about, and I would just leave it at that. But he said to me that oh well, honorable, if you feel that way, then take me to court. If you find me guilty, then I will stop doing it. You listen to that, then I will stop doing it. Meaning, I'm not saying I didn't do it, but I don't see it as being wrong. And that was something that was absolutely wrong. So I'm just saying, when you engage people and they have a way of not recognizing they're wrong, that's part of leadership. It says to you, don't waste your time. And when you say don't waste your time, you find other means. And the other means is for us to get proper leadership in our district. That's what we're doing. Now, as it relates to your question, what was that again?
Yeah, the question was, you talk about, the lawmaker engaging with various, organizations within your district to provide training, to build libraries, for the benefit of the residents of the district. So my question was, you as an individual, or don't you think you as a resident of the district,
right,
not being a lawmaker, can do these engagements?
Okay. Right now we're speaking about changing the leadership of the district. It's not about making me a hero in terms of I came in and built you a house or built you a this or built you a that. We're talking about organizing ourselves that would create an involvement with all the people, uniting our people in our district to be a part of the building of the district. So you can look at it two ways. You can say, well, I can do this, and then you can also say, well, what am I losing? And the thing I don't want us to lose touch of is that we must get the involvement of the people in our district. So if they live in this district, they must be a part of their own well-being and their own development. And in order to do that, you must engage the people. The best way to do that, since we don't have that in that structure, is to get a way to become a part of the leadership so you can help and bring those people together so we all can bring a better District 10.
According to you, you started this initiative a year ago, and what are you hearing from the people, the residents of the district?
What's the reception?
I will say this to you all. We are absolutely confident that the people of District 10 have heard the message.
Confident?
Extremely confident. You see, let me say this. We don't want our
hearing
people
the message and voting for you.
I'm about to explain something to you.
Okay.
I am tired of people undermining the mindset of our Liberian people. Secondly, pain, suffering is a universal thing. If I'm hungry and you are hungry, we are hungry. If I don't have school to go to, you don't have school to go to, we don't have school to go to. If we don't have better place to stay, if we don't have good health care, it affects all of us. 2017 is not going to be repeated in this country. I guarantee everyone who's watching this time. This 2017, Liberians are smarter. Liberians are learning from their pain. Liberians have suffered too long, and they've realized that their suffering has come from their own decisions. Their decisions were made incorrectly, but they realize since we've given them the chance, but they've left us behind. Let me say this. A lot of our young boys and young girls in this country have been out on the roads, running behind people, yelling, singing slogans and whatever. And you know what is it they got back in return? The elevation of drugs in their neighborhoods, alcohol, no place to stay, hungry. No one's telling them no one's building nothing that they can see that gives them hope. No one's putting them in a place where they know that their life counts. They are tired.
Mr. Morgan,
our young people are tired.
With all the brilliant ideas you have, politics in Liberia is about number and the people seeing themselves in you. And the people at District 10 seeing themselves in you. And the next thing is, do you have that number to be a representative?
Let me say this. You just did you just did a poll. Spoon did a poll last Thursday in the market, right? Did you watch your own polls?
Yeah.
What did your poll say? What did your poll say?
Those who participated.
What did your poll say?
Are coming.
Okay. What
Those
did
who
your poll say?
participated in the poll, they are not, 90% of those who do it in the community.
Okay.
So just few people.
I asked you that question for a reason.
Yeah. So just go ahead and answer the question, sir.
Yeah. Let me say this. You choose to do 46 people. That was your choice. Your choice when you did your 46 people, it showed where I rank in the district. I'm neck and neck with anyone in this district. One. Secondly, I am the only aspirant in this district that has been walking door to door, talking to the people. You go into the communities, I'll guarantee you I will beat anyone flat. No question asked. Maybe out in the markets where that was where the so-called stronghold is. I was even shocked to see where I was in that area. To tell you people are paying attention.
Okay.
Guess what? But when you go into the communities, no one. I guarantee you, I will. I'm very confident, 100%.
Okay, so
no doubt in my mind.
We be leaving by 10 o'clock, and it's we've got 10 more minutes to go. So let's just know what would be some of your priorities, or some of those issues that you're going to focus on if you are elected as a representative. Some of the maybe bills that you want to propose and all of that.
I'll answer that in two ways. The first thing is this: when it comes to bills, that's something I wouldn't be able to tell you what I'm going to propose immediately. Is this because we just talked about structure and organization. So we will be talking to our people that's going to be running the district, and we will talk about those things together. That's how we want the leadership to work. I don't want to unilaterally make a decision on which bill. So it's going to come down to us engaging our district and the people themselves saying, this is our priority at this time. And that is the bill that we will try to introduce and see what government or what, we can get back as subsidy for that particular project. But when it comes to me, my concern and our movement, what is it that we are concerned about the most in our district? We are concerned about, first thing is education. Our young people need to get educated. Absolutely, no question asked. We have a lot of our people today graduating from high school in this country cannot read them. Graduating from college cannot read and write properly. We have to do something about our education system in this country. We live in the 21st century. We can't sit along anymore and just say it's okay. No, it's not okay.
What do you think needs to be done?
And I'm coming. And the way we want to tackle that is by going to our infrastructure and training of our teacher. We want to build the kind of schools that people have around the world that you can use for your students to learn the way they're supposed to learn. We also want to tackle, we want to also train our teachers. We believe even if you have the infrastructure, if you don't have teachers, it doesn't matter. We need to have proper teachers in our classroom. We also have a serious problem we're dealing with right now. It's a drug problem in our district. Anywhere you turn, I've sat down and talked to young men where while talking to them, they're all dozing off because they're all high on drugs. It's not someone telling me. I've engaged them myself. Our present lawmaker, you go into his community, is there. He's a participant from what I'm hearing. I understand the young boys will tell me, oh, that what Papi bring our team for us, and they will give us all the stories, but that's another story. We'll handle that at the right time. Yes. No, we have evidence of some of these things. So
evidence of him
with people speaking
in jokes,
people speaking
or somebody
and doing
saying that
of the same young men in the same area. We there with them, and we got them on cameras telling us where they're getting these drugs from.
So that is you have.
If I ask you where did you get your shirt, you say I got it from the store, from Mr. Brown's store. That's you wearing the shirt, right? Why am I thinking you're alleging? That's true. that's a fact. So now we also have an issue here that even in the country as a whole, and I said that we're more concerned. We're not just concerned about District 10. In the country as a whole, we have a serious drug problem in this country. Liberia, right now, 10 years from now or 5 years from now, if we don't do something about the drugs issue, this country is done because we have nothing in place. The great United States, where you have all of the different mechanisms to fight drugs. But guess what? That country still has a drug problem. What do you think about Liberia? We need to do something about that. But the key thing is, drugs and education, we really need to do something about that in our country.
Okay. Thank you very much. So let's go to the line and hear from our listeners what they have to say. So the numbers are 0777 777 1075 077771075 055101075. The callers we have in our studio, Mr. Anthony Dashworth Morgan. He's a representative aspirant of District Number 10, Montserrat County, the district that is currently represented by Yeke Kolba. So let's go to the lines 077771075 055101075. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning, Yagazi.
Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
My name is Benedict Smith, speaker of the Concern Motorcycle Advocacy Group. I call from the Puebla and Bears. And I listened to your kilo guest, and I have two questions to ask him.
Yeah, just go right ahead now. Just go right ahead. We don't have time.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to know how many years has he lived in the district for? Because
he answered that question. He said over 50 years already.
Okay, over 50 years. The next one is that what do you want to do and the current representative is not doing now?
I think he has answered all of that. Yeah, but thank you very much, Benedict Smith. Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person here on the line. Good morning, your name and where you join us from? Good morning.
Yes, good morning. My name is Kefla. Focus is here to call from Chekota Lustad. I listened to your studio guy. He spoke well about applauding for that. But my question here is that you said that you like to do about school business and you are not president. You are vying for representative. So, by what means are you going to set up? What policy are you going to put in place? Because your function as a representative is to oversight, to represent.
Okay, we lost him. I don't know, but you can call us back if you're still interested.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, district number 4, the public defender.
Okay, well, let's hear you.
No time. I listened to your studio guy, but I'm gonna get two questions. Number one, when last did he go to the Honorable Jaga Koluba to engage him about the information he got regarding the people taking jobs from the area? That's one. Number two, he's been in the district for long, he's been following things. When last did he put about 25,000 people together to craft a bill and go to the lawmaker that he feel to put on the table for discussion? Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. We'll take one more call and call this a day. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Morning, Yagazi.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. I speak to you from Nigeria District number 6, Montserrat County. Good morning to your studio guest.
Okay.
This is my question to your studio guest. You know, sometimes the politician always mention about the youth. Or when when you just
Luther, if you have a question, you want to go straight to the question because we don't have time. We got just 3 more minutes to go.
Okay, thank you, Yagazi. You think the representative, you think you have to be represented before you head the young people? That's my question. You have to be represented before you represent the young people.
Okay, thank you very much, Luther Saki. All right, Mr. Morgan, you heard, some of the questions to you. You want to just address them before we take leave of you?
The only question I heard, the only one that I haven't answered is the last one he just said. What he said something about have I helped any youngsters or what am I doing for the youngsters?
He said, do you have to be a representative before helping the young people?
Well, that question is not for me. I'll tell people there's some questions I don't answer. It's just a waste of my time, and I'm serious. But when it comes to young people, yes, I deal with young people on a level that most people don't. And people think that by calling a child a young boy, I say, my man, yeah, $5, I will go. Papa, see you. I will give young people money if it's necessary, but I try to mentor them more than anything else. I have 3 boys that I raised. And so when these young men come around me, I see things through them that most people don't. And I try to talk to them. If you talk to a lot of the young men who's come across being, they will tell you that's what I normally do. I normally try to mentor them.
And somebody also asked whether you are campaigning if you are, Gala citizen, to petition a lawmaker, then lawmaker can do this and submit a particular bill on behalf of the issue.
I said something to you earlier, and I will say it one more time. When someone show you who they are, believe them.
Okay. So, Mr. Anthony Dashworth Morgan, it's been a pleasure having you. I wish you all the best as you go through this your political endeavor. But before taking leave of us, you want to give us a party comments?
Yeah, I would say thank you. I appreciate what all you guys do in the media. You guys are doing a great job. And I want to say to our people, please, this time we have work to do, and that is this 2023. Please do not waste your votes. Please go to the polls based on information, based on ideas. And let's remember this: Liberia, we are hungry. Liberia, we are dealing with a drug epidemic right now. Liberia, we are no more going to sit aside and let people ride around in $80,000 cars and buy 3, 4, 5 houses within 6 years. It's time for us to say no. It's time for us to get back to the nitty gritty and get our people where they need to be. I thank you. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you very much. And of course, he's Mr. Anthony Dashworth Morgan, representative aspirant of our district number 10, Montserrat County. He's been here telling us more about his political ambition. And thanks for your listening role. Aaron Talu has been here as well. And together we, have served you a very palatable and delicious breakfast here this morning. My name is Yekezi Zobe. Coming up next is news. A summary from our news and current affairs department.